Oh my God. Damn, I wish I could kiss you right now.
I mean, technically you can. My first cinematic crush. But this wasn't someone in movies.
Fine,
so
you can pick anyone.
First cinematic crush was Pacey from Dawson's Creek.
You guys always know that you were destined that you're gonna get married?
I knew the moment she asked me.
She asked you?
She asked me, yeah.
Hi there, fam. Many people, especially Jodie Turner-Smith's supporters, are saying that this divorce is bound to happen one way or another. There were lots of red flags even when they were just recently engaged. Well, we may or may not have the exact details on why Jodie finally put an end to almost 4 years of marriage with Joshua Jackson.
Did you know that it was gonna happen?
I did not know, but she was quite adamant and she was right.
When news about their separation made rounds online, people cannot help but to dig up this past interview of Joshua. To be honest, those words are not something that you should be saying about your beau when you just proposed to her. It sounded like she was the only one excited to tie the knot and was as if he was just trapped in the situation. Well, ain't it not surprising anymore to hear celebrity couples break up this year. This one is something that people saw coming 100 miles away. If you've been following these two even before they got together, then you would know a lot of information about their love story. Of course, when something like this happens, one of the top reasons that would come to mind is cheating. Oh wow, did Joshua cheat on Jodie? Like again? That is not really out of the question considering that he had done it before. Also, another possible conflict that the couple had encountered is the fact that things were pretty quick to happen between them. From admitting that they had a one-night stand to actually being married to each other. I don't know about you, but that is something that she should have thought about before saying yes when he popped the question. According to what ET reported, the reason that Jodie cited when she filed for divorce was irreconcilable differences. It was also revealed that their marriage grew unhealthy that she ended up choosing this decision instead. Also, the court docs included that Jodie was seeking joint custody. An insider stated, "They are on very different paths in life. Jodie loves being a mom. She also loves working. Apparently, it turned into an unhealthy marriage that made her unhappy. They will co-parent their daughter. They want her to continue to thrive." We can never really conclude what actually happened between them, but it seemed like this is a mix of different reasons that drove Jodie to finally call it quits. Both personalities are busy in the line of their work to begin with, so that could also be one of the many factors that push them further apart.
God, it's so nice to be back. It's such a beautiful event to support.
They actually tried to make things work. Maybe they were hopeful to make it feel like they were just starting out. Some close friends claimed that they were good for a while, but then the cracks in their relationship became unfixable, that their efforts were not enough anymore. Though it was confirmed now that Jodie really filed for divorce, some of you might remember that rumors about them separating and having a rough patch spread online last year. It was after fans noticed that the couple are no longer following each other on Instagram in 2022. These days, things like this are a common indication that something strange is likely going on between any couple. So, when people were talking about them and started making assumptions, they followed each other, maybe to silence all the wrongful accusations. Well, you know how it is on social media. When you give people the chance to dig deeper into your lives, they will definitely watch every move that you will make online. That is no different in their case because, as it turns out, this is where problems in their relationship started to arise. Some are saying that Joshua was not expecting Jodie to actually file for divorce, thinking that they were just going through some difficulties in their marriage. But boy got no idea that Jodie was really having a hard time in their relationship to put an end to it.
Josh, when did you first know your wife was the one?
When she walked into the room looking like that.
Ooh.
As I've mentioned earlier, there were quite a lot of signs that they were moving too fast, and there were tons of red signals as well right in the beginning of the relationship. Let me give you a quick look back on how they started. These two met through Usher in 2018. Yep, you guessed it right, they had an instant connection, or so they say, during one of Usher's parties. This is also the same day that they had a one-night stand. Jodie was even the one who revealed this part of their love story. She spilled the tea on Late Night with Seth Meyers sometime around 2021, saying, "When I first met my husband, we had a one-night stand. We're in a 2-3-year one-night stand now." She continued, "First of all, I saw him before he saw me, and when I saw him, I was like, I want that. And when he saw me, I just pretended like I didn't see him." So, we are getting that from the start, it was Jodie who had an instant attraction towards Joshua. If that was already interesting, then this interview would also make so much sense.
Yeah, on New Year's Eve, we were in Nicaragua. It was very beautiful, incredibly romantic. We're walking down the beach, and she asked me to marry her.
Come on now. Yep, girls could make the first move. There's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. But the way he narrated the story as if he does not want any part of it is kind of a turnoff. It is not a big deal that Jodie proposed to him, but dude, at least make it look like you are happy or at least appreciative of the gesture.
But she was quite adamant, and she was right. This is the best choice I ever made.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about.
She was what? You all heard him claiming that she was adamant. Bro, I know it was not just me, but his ego was boosted big time because of that proposal. Well, Jodie might have initiated the marriage, but your girl was also the one who called it quits. Also, because of this statement made by Joshua, lots of racist people online shared their unsolicited opinions, making Jodie the bad guy in the story. What is so wrong with what she did? Ugh, these people, really. Well, at least Joshua had the balls to address the issue when Jodie was getting so much hate online. In another interview, he said, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give context to this story. So I accidentally threw my wife under the bus because that story was told quickly and it didn't give the full context, and holy Jesus, the internet is racist and misogynist." He might have done good with that, but the boy was also accused of infidelity a couple of times already. And do not even get me started with how he thinks cheating should be forgiven. I mean, he could have said it without thinking of it, but that just shows his real perspective on the matter as well. When he was asked about infidelity, he answered, "I think an affair can be forgiven." He added fuel to fire by saying, "We're all grown-ups. No one wants to be cheated on, and there is massive repair to be done. Affairs aren't about the partner, they're about the person who has transgressed. It's not purely about this. There's a deeper violation." Tell your view all you want, but nothing would make cheating right. So, when this clip was shared by Daily Mail in 2019, people immediately knew that Joshua was not done playing. Jodie should have made a run for it, but maybe she was really in Joshua at that time. What is more bothersome is the fact that this video was taken the same week that Joshua celebrated his birthday. Oh yeah, the same birthday where he was photographed hand in hand with Jodie. So, they met in 2018 and had a one-night stand. Then they were immediately seen at multiple events and places getting cozy with each other. And in December 2019, they allegedly got married secretly and were already expecting their first child. Things could go pretty fast for anyone, especially if the connection and love was really strong. But those kinds of relationships are not for everyone, definitely not for Jodie and Joshua. Another factor that might have also affected their relationship is the pressure that Jodie had to face just because she was married to a popular white man. She once shared, "And that was a story for people. I think a lot of it was because I was married to a white person. And I was married to a white person who has been in the public eye for decades and, has been someone that the tabloids like to talk about." So fam, do you think that Jodie deserves better? Or is there more to this divorce that we are yet to find out? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Spill that tea. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you're living for this whirlwind of drama. Subscribe so you never miss a moment of celebrity scoop. And prepare yourselves for the next jaw-dropping episode. Until next time, stay fabulous. And now, check out this next story. Bye-bye.
Thank God my wife is a Virgo, because she by the time it gets to my hands, she's gone through. There's no thing that is not better off for being married to her and having that baby.